So we could be doing everything right, but we're not good at communicating. I'll take myself as an example. I need to work on that, right? So how would you then go about, for example, let's say I'm the person in the company, I really truly believe I do everything right, but I'm not quite there in terms of communicating that to the board, basically reporting to the board. What do I then need to be mindful of, right? They care about revenue at the end. Are there any sort of numbers they care more about, they care less about? Do I need to be short and concise, or is it more elaborate, right? From your experience reporting to the C-suite and the board.
It should, in most cases, be short and concise. You probably have to report to C-level on a weekly or a monthly basis. You need a structured form that is very easy to understand, where you have some agreed core metrics to focus on and some leading indicators that kind of emphasize something else. If we should go into specifics, it could be, the number of MQLs, it could be the MQL to close one conversion rate, or something similar to that, kind of stating what is the quality of the leads from marketing. It could be revenue, and if you're really good on your in your data quality and your attribution, it could even be marketing attributed or accounted revenue. Then on the softer side, one more that's important to look at is some kind of return on investment. It could be your return on investment of all marketing costs. It could be return on ad spend. It could also be CAC payback period, or CAC payback time, or something similar, something that kind of shows you how well or how quickly are we getting the money that marketing used or we invested in marketing back. So that could be for really good metrics to that tie very very closely into business objectives that C-levels are often concerned about. And then on the softer side, it could be something like brand searches. How strong is your brand? Is it something that people are actually looking for? Is it growing? Are you expanding the knowledge that people have about you? This takes a lot of time to look at. So it's a metric with a long-term perspective. You should not look at that on a week-to-week basis, but maybe once or twice or 4 times a year, right? Evaluating that. It could also be engagement rates, or how is your organic presence working. It could also be mentions in the press or in social media. Something that kind of qualifies your presence a bit more than very quantitative data does, right? It tells you something about the business, but it doesn't tell you a lot about where is your position in the market. So that could be very interesting metrics also for a company to look at, because they are, of course, concerned about their future and their brand and the perspective in what they're doing. So if they see a trend that they're decreasing in all of these numbers, it's kind of bad, right? That indicates that maybe we should do something entirely different than we are now. Maybe it's time for rebrand or new products or something like that.